That's not so sad. It's kind of neutral. Some sad news. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown team has been reportedly disbanded by Ubisoft. Now, I haven't beat this game. I have this game. My pops wrote it because he wanted to play it. He's a big fan of Prince of Persia, like the franchise, especially the old version. And even though it was a Metroidvania and different from the older games, he was like, it looks cool and it's Prince of Persia. So fuck it, I'm gonna play it. But that's why most of the people who brought this shit brought it. So he bought it, he played through it, and I played a bit of it with him. Like sometimes he would get stuck on. It's funny because like 10 years ago, the stereotype would be if you were stuck on a boss or you were playing against somebody online that was better than you, you would call your older brother to go play the game. Now it's people calling their kids to help them play the game. I don't know, that's just a funny ass observation I had. But anyway, I would play some of the game and I would sit there watch it with him. We would go back and forth, hitting the controller back and forth, and I would play some of the game. And I was sitting there like, yo, this is genuinely a good game, and this is genuinely a well-designed, very fun game that actually follows basic, it follows the basic design guidelines of what a game needs to be, and then it elevates those. That's what a good game does. It does the basics, and then it does something, at least one thing, really, really good. Now, this game did several things really, really good, but one of those several things was not its sales. That's why I'm guessing the team was reportedly disbanded. Let's read the top notes. Ubisoft Multiplayer, the team behind Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, has reportedly been disbanded. The team was pushing for a sequel and more paid expansions before that happened. Basically, the game was selling like dog shit. Ubisoft said, yo, we gotta invest, we're broke. Let's look at Ubisoft's stock price. Oh wait, my dumbass. Stock price over here. Ubisoft stock price is $2.92. Now keep in mind that I live in New York, but this bottle that I've been using for like 2 months, whenever I drink soda, I just put it in here, drink it, gives me a little nostalgia kick. This bottle costs $3.50. It costs you more money to get a glass bottle of Sprite than buy one share in Ubisoft. It costs more money to buy a 6-pack. It costs more money to buy a 6-pack bottle of glass Sprite than to buy one share of Ubisoft. And if you don't understand why that sentiment is crazy, let's look over here to the side for related stocks that are of similar let's look at this disclaimer. This is stock exchange, price associated exchanges, end of day. Okay, I'll read that another time. But basically, these related are all stuff that's related to this. So Ubisoft being a gaming company, all of these are related to gaming. Now Microsoft, I'm not gonna count that because they also have Windows on their side and a whole plethora of other things. So we're not gonna talk about Microsoft because their stock share prices over the fucking roof. But Take-Two Interactive, what games do they have? I think that's 2K mostly. Let's see, open a new tab. What does Take-Two have? Oh no, that's the damn website. Take-Two Interactive. Let me look up their website. Games, there we go. So under their belt, so Take-Two Interactive, under their belt, have every Rockstar game, every 2K game. So that's everything from NBA 2K to Take-Two, Rockstars, Grand Theft Auto 5, every Zynga game, which if you're like a hardcore gamer, you might not remember who Zynga is, but let's click on their profile. Let me give you a reminder, because you may not play their games, but I'm damn sure your granny does. Farmville 3, Harry Potter, Puzzles and Spells, mobile game. Game of Thrones, Slots Casino, mobile game. Words with Friends 2, mobile game. Zynga Poker, mobile game. CSR 2, mobile game. Magical Dragons mobile game. And this is just their recent stuff. By the way, they have way more than this. This is just their recent and most active stuff. Oh, Match Factory, Zigna game. What else we got? Game of Thrones Legends. I think I said that already. Star Wars Hunters, Zigna game, which is under 2K. Top Troops. Never heard of that shit. That's more stats about their workplace. We said that one already. We said that one already, definitely. And Merge Dragons. If you've been watching YouTube for a long enough time, you've seen 100 billion quintillion fucking ads for them. Okay? Just to let you know what specifically Take-Two has under their belt. Just reading off the names of those. Their stock price to buy one share in their company, it costs $160.02. To buy one share in Nintendo, which if you're watching this video, I don't have to say shit about Nintendo's bodies. That's because Ubisoft had hits and hella misses. That's what I'm saying. But that's the thing, they have more misses than hits. Like, don't make me get on my Ubisoft rant. I'm not a Ubisoft fan, but like Assassin's Creed pissed me off a long time ago. But Nintendo, if you're watching this video on QaptainSlander clips or this stream live, you already know what the fuck Nintendo is. You already know their body. But look, $2. It's more expensive. Like I said, it's more expensive to buy one glass bottle of Sprite than to buy a fucking share in Ubisoft. Now to go back to why the fuck that matters to this game, even though it had the Prince of Persia name on it, and it was a good game. I played it. I didn't necessarily beat it myself, but I did play a significant amount of this game. And this game was a good game. Definitely a fucking fantastic game. Sold like ass. Half of the reason is because it had a hate campaign on it, but the other half is because this game wasn't what people expected. So, where's my tissue? This game wasn't what people expected. So for people who played like the older Prince of Persias and stuff like that, this is more in line with that, but it's like, they didn't want a side soda, but it was good. Yeah, that's exactly what I like that you mentioned that, because that's exactly what I was about to say. If you played the OG Prince of Persia, that's what it played like. It played like a side scroller. But the thing about that is the average person who plays Prince of Persia or who knows what the Prince of Persia IP is, they do not want to play no fucking side scroller. Now, again, I'm going to keep saying it. This was a good game. But if you ask the average person to imagine in their head what Prince of Persia looks like, they are imagining Sands of Time. They're not imagining the SNES shit. They're just not. But let me scroll through and see what they were doing. Oh, and the reason why I mentioned the money thing is it looks like they were on their knees in dick sucking position. Like, please, let us put out a DLC, an expansion, something, please. And the Ubisoft was just like, we're not gonna lie, that's not gonna cut it, because most of the people who buy any given game aren't gonna buy DLC, just for those of you who don't know. So let's say 1 million people, and these aren't exact stats, these are just to give you a picture. Let's say 1 million people buy a game. Maybe maybe 500,000 of those people who bought the game consider buying the DLC. 250,000 out of those 1 million, a quarter of the people who bought the game will actually buy the DLC. And out of that 250,000, what's half of 25? 24.5. So that would be, wait, what? No, I said half of 25, 24, so that would be 12.5. Excuse me, I almost counted that shit wrong. So 100,000 people will actually actively play that DLC. So out of 1 million people buying a game, maybe 100,000 people are actually gonna actively support and enjoy that DLC. And that's greatly overestimating, literally grossly overestimating, just so you understand the point of what I'm trying to say, just so you can get an idea if you have no idea how these numbers work in your head. But according to a translation of, come on, man, these fucking French names, I can never pronounce these shits, bro. What happened to having a name like Gilmont? Like, damn, bro. My freedom tongue is whooping my ass. But according to a translation of this gentleman's or gentlewoman's video report provided by Reset Area Forum. Okay, so this is coming from a forum. Take it with a grain of salt. We don't know who the fuck this is. Translating it. The team responsible was previously pushing for the higher ups to greenlight a sequel. This game sold like ass. It doesn't matter how good it was. Ubisoft is not a game studio anymore that's for the gamers. Ubisoft at this point in time is a game studio. Their money troubles are so bad they can't be concerned about what a nigga playing a game doesn't like. They got to be concerned about what the investors like, because like I showed you, this is more expensive than a share of Ubisoft. They are constantly, for the last 2-3 years, they have constantly, stock price been going down, been constantly in threat of being delisted from the stock exchange. All right, which is just to let you know, you're broke if you get delisted from the stock exchange. You're very broke. After those efforts proved unsuccessful, the developers advocated for 2 additional expansions. Damn. Yeah, that's a fact. Gas more expensive than that shit. So damn. So what it sounds like, reading that sentence, they went from let's get a sequel to let's get an expansion. So what it sounds like is it wasn't a case of give us something. It was a case of please don't close us. So they went from, yo, this shit could get a sequel. The higher up said, fuck no. They say, yo, chill. If we can't get a sequel, can we at least get an expansion? Like, y'all could greenlight our department for an expansion? Did you not hear what I said the first time? Fuck no. Then they asked the third time, like, come on, chill. Quit playing. We could at least do, we could at least make some DLC, right? Look at my face. Do it look like I'm fucking playing? Close this shit down. Close it down. Wrap everything up. Yo, that computer. Yo, stop typing. You, whatever the fuck you doing, stop typing. Unplug the computer. Put the cord around the keyboard. Put that shit in a box. Go home. You don't work here no more. Don't come here. Go home. I don't care where you go. Actually, matter of fact, you ain't even gotta go home. I don't care where you go, as long as it's the fuck out of here. I don't care if you get employed again or none of that. You got to go. So it sounds like they was begging for life and they was just getting killed right in front of their face. Sheesh, because they knew their ass was begging just to stay alive. Yeah, bro. This shit is sad to see because this was a legitimately good game. But guess what? Guess what studio don't get shut down? Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed ain't been Assassin's Creed for a very, very long time. All right? I gave up on Assassin's Creed after they did that disrespectful ass launch back to back 2 times in a row with, what was it? Unity and Syndicate. When they released a broken game 2 times in a row. Right then and there, the second they did that, that was around when they first announced that Assassin's Creed was going yearly. Right then and there, I gave up on the whole franchise. I said I will never, ever, ever look forward to another Assassin's Creed game. Because back to back, 2 years in a row, you released a game that didn't work. And they didn't even take time to fix the first game. And then they released a second broken game. Go look back at that footage of how bad Unity and Syndicate was running. I remember being excited. My uncle got those games got the Syndicate day, whichever one came first out of Syndicate and Unity. He got one of them day one when he bought a new Xbox at the time, and I worked up my own hard-earned money to buy the other one to play it on my Xbox. I was like, oh joy, I'm gonna get to play an Assassin's Creed game. I popped the game and the shit don't even work. I'm like, bro, the fuck is this? I got people walking around, they teeth is 10 in front of their face, their whole fucking mouth is misaligned. I'm playing the game. Every time I take a step forward, I gotta wait 100 hours to load. Every time I walk in and out of somewhere, I gotta wait 100 hours for it to load. Every time I want to walk down a damn street, I press A and the character does this because A does 100,000 different fucking things all at the same time. Nigga tries to jump on the wall, then he jumps off the wall, sit down and want to play a mini game. Like, it was so much stuff wrong with that game at launch that they didn't fix, that they turned around and dropped another broken game after not finishing the first one. That right there made me say, you know what? I will never look forward to this fucking franchise ever again. And that was when they was doing it yearly. When they slowed down with the yearly shit, it started getting a little bit better. But even then, it started turning into, we're making game, and this is what I'm going to talk about in my next video. I got a section talking about Ubisoft where I basically mention how a lot of the Ubisoft, like Assassin's Creed game from 4 onwards, it's very rare that they drop an Assassin's Creed game that feels like an Assassin's Creed game. It feels like they wanted to make their own, a new original IP, but the investors above them said, put Assassin's Creed on. Why is my shit? Hold on. Okay, I don't know why my shit was glitching out for a second. But it feels like they weren't making a new Assassin's Creed game. It feels like they wanted to make a whole new original IP, but their investors were so scared that that shit was gonna flop. They basically, dick on shoulder, looked over them. They said, yo, that shit look cool as hell. Put Assassin's Creed in the title. But this is not an Assassin's Creed game. You know y'all niggas don't make money, right? Y'all gotta listen to us. We're the investors. Put Assassin's Creed in our title. Then they just went to the first fucking person and they could figure out in the story and gave that motherfucker an apple of Eden, and they slapped it all together and called it a day. Now, there was games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins that actually did, to me at least, feel like Assassin's Creed games. And I always say, Black Flag isn't a bad game. Like, if you know nothing about Assassin's Creed and you just got Assassin's Creed Black Flag and you played it, gameplay wise, Black Flag is a good game. Valhalla is a good game. Mirage is not a good game. I just wanted to say that sentence. I didn't really have no reason to shoot at Mirage, but Black Flag and Valhalla are the 2 best examples of this. Are good games, but they're not good Assassin's Creed games. Because please tell me, what the hell swinging around and swashbuckling, walking around on this dirty ass shit with no oranges, getting fucking gangrene in my teeth has to do with being a sneaky assassin? What the hell just driving around my ship in water, shooting at the side of another boat? What does that have to do with being a sneaky, sklink, I kill you, assassin? Nothing. And in those games, you barely see, especially Valhalla. Now, don't get me wrong, Valhalla's has some good combat, but the sneaking in that game was a, yo, what the fuck is this out of 10? But to keep going, like, this is sad to see, man. They actually made something good and something original, and they say, yeah, kill it. The developers advocated for 2 additional expansions, which hit the market September 17th. These pitches were rejected. They said, get that shit out of my face. Also by Ubisoft, and the team decided the team's time was better. Damn. So it's exactly what I said. They basically said the shit ain't making no money. We're gonna take y'all and repurpose y'all team. The title made it seem like they basically closed them niggas down and said it's over. So they did say wrap the computers up, but they put a shipping label and sent that computer over to another studio where they was dissolving down the efforts to. They basically gave them a going away package where they said, yo, y'all, you can choose another studio to transfer to, or you can hop on Indeed, Job Monster, whatever the fuck, and get it cracking. It's all whatever you decide. So at least that's good, but I don't know how good that really is if if the option is, would you rather work at a Ubisoft studio that already failed or a Ubisoft studio that's about to fail? Those don't seem like good options. The decision to stop supporting the game was supposedly made within weeks of its release when Mask of Darkness was, wow. So they was already working on it, and like I said, they said unplug the computers, my nigga. This shit sold like ass. Ubisoft was supposedly concerned Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown 2 would hurt its predecessor sale. You know what's another thing about this game? I don't remember the name of it, but they dropped another Assassin's Creed game around the same time they dropped Lost Crown. With that one was a roguelike with a purple Prince of Persia, which cannibalized himself, because it's like, yo, why would you drop 2 Prince of Persia games like 2 weeks apart from each other? One thing that I always see is a lot of these companies are filled with bigwigs that just see people as money spenders, but they don't understand the money spenders. They understand people spend money, but they don't understand the psychology of the people spending those money. Nigga, we are in a massive recession right now. Inflation is up. You gotta pay over $1 depending where you go for a bottle of Arizona. Niggas is broke. They can only buy one game. So you're making people who are fans of Prince of Persia choose, do I buy this Prince of Persia or do I buy this Prince of Persia? And then on top of that, the average Prince of Persia fan is a fan of like the Sands of Time type stuff. And they've been crying for a Sands of Time port. Not even a re-release, remaster, remake, none of that. A port of Sands of Time for the longest time. And then you make a whole different game and you expect them to get it. A lot of them were mad at you for even dropping this shit. Then on top of that, you dropped 2 different Prince of Persia games that were side scrollers. One was a roguelike, one was a Metroidvania, which already you're making a popular game in a completely different style, completely different plane from what people who play in the game are used to. Then on top of that, you're dropping another game that's the same thing, but in wingdings. People have but so much money to buy but so many games. What the hell made you think that Prince of Persia fans was gonna buy 2 Prince of Persia games back to back in the same month or the same, like 2 weeks apart from each other? That's another reason why this shit failed. When the sequel idea was shot down in early 2024, the higher ups at the studio supposedly told the team that the sequel would cannibalize its long-term sales. Let me read that again. The company that made Assassin's Creed, a story-based game that shouldn't have went past Black Flag. It shouldn't have got to Black Flag. Black Flag was a good game, but shouldn't have went past 3, maybe Brotherhood. I don't know which one released last between Brotherhood and 3, but a franchise that shouldn't have went past that. It should have had a good 5 years before another sequel or something came out. The company that did that bullshit are mad and are saying they don't want them to work on a sequel because it would cannibalize the sales of the first game. Now, I'm not no financial expert, but I know there are people that miss out on the original release window of when the first game comes out whenever you drop a sequel in terms of story games. And sometimes you'll drop a sequel and people who originally missed out and never got it will now be reminded of the original game and they'll say, oh shit, I never played the original. I'm gonna play both of them back to back, play through the first game into the second game. So they go buy the first game and then buy the second game, play through the first, then play through the second. So if anything, releasing a sequel would have helped your long-term sales because it would give more people a reason to play the first game so that they can understand the second game. So this is one of those things where, like I say, this is that big wig shit. This is that niggas who don't know what they talking about in places of power talking. Like, bro, go run a bank or something with your old ass. You don't know how these fucking games work. Like, it would be okay if these niggas knew how games work, but they clearly don't. They clearly fucking don't. And while the developers are said to have been befuddled by the argument, just like me, the train of thought is not entirely unprecedented. Namely, Ubisoft does have a track record of pushing long-term sales through a variety of means as a way to recoup the cost of games that underperformed at launch. Star Wars Outlaws. That underperformed at launch rather than trying its luck with sequels. This is what it did with Mario plus Rabbids Spark of Hope, which is said to have been enjoying a sales comeback around the time of Prince of Persia Lost Crown in mid-January 2024. Didn't that game come out in 2017? No, bitch, I don't want to create an account. Wait a minute. Where is it? Mario plus Rabbids. Didn't that shit come out in oh wait, no, that's the first one. The second one came out 2020 or 2022, something like that. Here. Oh, so 2022. So in 2024, they were worried about releasing a sequel. That argument just doesn't make sense at all. Now, before I talk about this, I just want to say I love Telltale. Telltale is also under 2K, which is under Take-Two, the studio I was talking about earlier. And I love Telltale games. I also love telling people and reminding people that The Wolf Among Us is never coming the fuck out. Give it a rest. I told people The Wolf Among Us looked cool. I played the first episode way back when, but then I found out about the fact that part 2 is never coming out and that the shit has been in development and not been canceled since 2017, which is 17 to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So the last 7 years, this game has not been canceled, but it ain't shit to show for it. Now, I'm not a game developer, but The Wolf Among Us don't take no fucking 7 years to make. Unless you're releasing 20 episodes of this bitch, it don't take no damn 20 years to make a The Wolf Among Us sequel. And I said, I'm not playing Wolf Among Us 2. I'm not gonna complete the damn game until the second one comes out. Let's read the key takeaways and see if there's anything more in depth I wanna read. In response to recent rumors, Telltale Games has confirmed that The Wolf Among Us 2 has never been canceled. The sequel was first announced in 2017. Oh, so that's even worse. The Wolf Among Us, let's see when the first game came out. 2013. So from 13 to 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So y'all niggas have been waiting 11 years for a goddamn sequel. They started development in 2017. It's been 7 years. This is not no damn Cyberpunk. This is not no damn Concord, even though that game wasn't 8 years with the development. It still makes more sense in that context. There's not no damn Cyberpunk. There's not no damn Dragon Age. There's not no damn Fable. This game is not big. It's not high budget in that sort of sense enough to take 7 damn years to make the game. It's not coming out, gang. Give it a rest. Telltale plans to reveal more details about the game. Okay, so it sounds like that's a nothing burger ass article, but I did see a video about it, as well as seeing a link to that article like 5 scrolls away after I was looking through my gaming news this morning. So let's see what they talk about.
For the foreseeable future, Netflix's game studio has officially no more games from Netflix for the foreseeable future. Netflix's game studio has officially shut down in Southern California.
Wait, what the fuck? Was that not related to Wolf Among Us? The Wolf Among Us? Oh, I guess there's like a compilation in news, and that's the first thing you mentioned.
Less than 2 years after opening.
Nobody gave a fuck.
Claimed that the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown team has been disbanded.
Oh, they're just running through it. Okay. I thought this was going to be all about The Wolf Among Us.
And despite rumors, The Wolf Among Us 2 is yet not canceled and still in development. Confirmed by Telltale Games. Discuss these stories.
Okay, so I thought it was going to be more than that. That was a nothing burger ass video. Give my fucking like back, bitch ass nigga. Anyway, I thought he was going to actually go into a little bit of detail. God damn it. Anyway, like I said, give it a rest. Give it a rest. I know The Wolf Among Us was a great game. Allegedly, I never beat it. And I'm not saying it allegedly because I think it's bad. I just never beat it. So The Wolf Among Us seems like a good game. Seems like a game well deserving of a sequel. I'm not waiting on that sequel. It's not coming, gang. It's not coming. It's not coming out. This one I more so wanted to look at. Oh, here we go. Dead damn digital fucking foundry. Didn't I put up another article about? Okay, cool. Fuck y'all. Anyway, this I find interesting. Fake online reviews and false testimonials are now banned by the FTC. Now, I'm not no damn law expert, but I already thought that was illegal. Like if you made a commercial, for example, with people saying I'm a customer and they weren't actually a customer and they were actor portrayal, you had to disclose that they were an actor portrayal of just some shit you made up for advertising, or if they were an actor portrayal of a real review. I already thought this was a thing, but maybe since it's specifically online on the internet, somebody was able to get over on a technicality and they said, all right, we'll let your ass over, but we'll make it a rule so you can never get over on this shit again. Let's read on though. FTC chairperson Lena Khan posted news of the rules coming into action on Xitter, including the relevant email address for reporting any such violations that they're not going to read. Given how many online retailers use customer reviews, I think this is more so to fight against bots, not so much like people going, for example, on Google Maps and going to O Block and saying this is a great place with some young gentlemen protecting the neighborhood. I don't think it's to fight those type of fake reviews or like reviews of go woke go broke niggas review bombing games saying I hate how this game is woke, this game has forced diversity, DEI. I don't think it's meant to fight those type of fake reviews. I think it's meant to fight bot reviews. Okay, this is still a net positive, but not as interesting. Given how many online retailers use customer reviews to rank products, these new rules are likely to have far-reaching effects, though it will take a good while for any noticeable impact. That's right, it takes at least, like, I know for presidents, it takes at least 20 years to see the effects of what a president did in totality and be able to just look at it. That's because the legislation requires customers to report any violations they've encountered for the FTC to take action. No, we need to report to the FTC? Multiverses, fuck that game. To take action, which in turn requires said customers to be aware. I like how I just threw it straight at multiverses unconsciously. Like I legit don't know where that came from, but it's still fuck multiverses. Report that game to the FTC, bitch ass niggas. To be aware of the ruling and how to report the issue. As more people become aware of this, the rules to begin will reach their full potency. And potent as they are, altogether they prohibit a comprehensive list of, god damn it, I keep accidentally scrolling. A comprehensive list of problems faced by online shoppers. Fake reviews, including those from testimonies, buying of positive, negative reviews, bot reviews, fake ass insider reviews from people that have never bought it, company controlled review sites, which those are a bitch and a half, review suppression, which is true. There's a lot of companies that'll try and have 1-star reviews removed off of any technicality to try and make their product look better, because they say, oh look, we only got 3 1-star reviews. That's only 3 people that have ever had a problem with our product. Everybody, if you have 1,000 reviews, 3 of them are gonna be 1-star. Ooh, it's like, nah, gang, that shit ain't cool. That shit is manipulation, review suppression. The misuse of fake social media indicate. Ooh, so they said if you buying comments on your damn account to promote this product, if you buying bots on there and the bots on your shit talking about, oh my god, this is the greatest product ever, yeah, we on your ass for that too. I don't know who thought of that, but that's good. That's good, because that's some slick shit that somebody could pull. That's why I say all of these rules seem specific. Like a couple of them are vague in terms of like, if you know about this practice at all, you would think of, but like it's ones like this where, like I said, it's somebody in a place of power that's seen somebody else in a place of power at a company do this shit, and they say, you know what, I'm gonna make a rule especially for your ass. Traditionally, false reviews and testimonials have been done by people being paid to do so, or representatives of the company involved. Basically, they say, hey, you work here, go on this website and put up a review for us real quick. We'll give you extra $50. Involved creating fake accounts, blah, blah, blah. Okay, of course, not all reviews seen are ones that are fake, and companies that provide a service often thrive on the back of wholesale guidance, customer argument comments. Yeah, I see this also being a tool for abuse, to get somebody investigated saying their reviews are fake when the whole time they're not. However, such comments are negative. There's been cases where companies or individuals have threatened legal action or physical intimidation to get a review taken down, which is true. They ban that. The FTC rules ban that too. What? Oh, they basically said if somebody posts a bad review and you try to run down on them like, hey nigga, we gonna crack your ankles if you don't take this shit off. We gonna tie you down and force you to eat chitlins if you don't take down that review, bitch ass nigga. Basically they saying that's not allowed either. Where business blah blah blah. The ruling does not seem to be the hardest one to enforce though, because determining whether the reviews shown are all of them or just a small sample isn't easy to do. It's one of those things that have to be done by a human set of eyes combined with different like machine flagging systems. But even so, it's a step in the right direction and good news for online shoppers. Yes, it is. I doubt, and that's a very good thing, because more and more society is moving more away from brick and mortar, and we're at the point where it's normalized for everybody from the young to the old to buy stuff online. Because I remember, like, in 2014, if you told somebody that you was getting clothes off of Amazon, they would look at you like you were fucking nuts. Now there's a lot of people that order clothes off of online, and they just know how to actually read a size chart now, not because they want to, but because they have to. Anyway, I doubt we'll ever see the end of fake reviews. True. Like I said the other day, whenever you create a system, there will always be somebody who, as much passion as you had creating that system, they have equally as much passion trying to break that system, whether it's for fun, for profit, survival, whatever. At least now there's a proper mechanism for reporting it. I'm gonna say overall, if I have my clap it up button, I'll clap, but that's a good ass rule. That's a good ass rule. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of seeing these fake ass reviews. We need more laws around technology and stuff like this. I just wanted to show this off, because I don't even know if this is fucking real or not, because this looks like a visualization, but this is cool to say. Oh wait, do they have better pictures inside the like actually HD pictures inside the article? Don't care. Okay, no, this is just an article talking about the trailer. That shit has nothing to do with the pictures. But this popcorn bucket honestly looks cool. It looks cool as hell. I just wanted to show it off real quick. And I just wanted to say, if I had to choose between the other Gladiator bucket and this, I'm still choosing the other one. But this shit definitely looks cool. That shit definitely looks cool. Now this one, I more so wanted to talk about and go over, like, briefly, not read too much into the article, because I already know all the details myself. Do they have any visuals I could play? No, they don't have any good visuals I could play or anything, so I'm gonna just open up that image. Boom, there we go. So basically, if y'all didn't know, the Marvel movie Blade, the official MCU Marvel movie Blade, has been in development hell for fucking ever. For like the last 2-3 years. The show went through like 5 writers in 2 years, for which, if you're not accustomed to like the movie world, just know having 5 writers in 2 years, that's like an astronomical amount. Because to change writers on a project once is like a crazy decision, but to do it 5 times in 2 years, that means like it's not looking so good. Let's get through the article though. But they're pushing it back past 2025, because keep in mind, they haven't even started filming for this, from what I heard. Let's see. The delay to Blade comes as little surprise, given the behind the scenes drama it has suffered. In June, it surfaced that the director had left the project, which is also very rare for a director to leave a project, which we'll see blah 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 portray whatever. Even the original Blade actor Wesley Snipes poked fun at Marvel's reboot following its most recent setback. Okay, so this is going to be a nothing sandwich ass article. So all I wanted to say is mostly that this movie got pushed back, and I'm sad to say, but when this new Blade comes out, it will be God himself saying, I will never let the Blade movie suck if this shit comes out and it's even halfway decent, let alone good. God himself better step the fuck in. Now, speaking about things where God himself better step the fuck in. What the hell? That sound scared the hell out of me. My computer just glitched hard. Y'all heard that? Cause like my CPU is about 9 degrees. Like my CPU fucking temps are normal. 71, 79. My damn temperature is 70, 75. 49, 52. The hell is, where's the stress coming from, bud? Where's the stress coming from, bud? Lay off the weeds. Lay off the weeds, computer. Anyway, this one I more so wanted to bring up. Like, I want to show y'all this headline, because this is real, and I have enough context, and I want to talk about it a little bit. Bernie Sanders bringing his whatever charm to Twitch to talk politics with Pokimane and Valkyrie. I just want to bring this up to show y'all, like, yo, bro, I forgot dude's name, and I wish I could find it because I tried to look a little bit for it earlier. But streaming, content creation, if you didn't believe before that it was corporate, it has been around and it has been popular to a level to where these old motherfuckers in politics walking around with decaying bodies and canes and fucking Alzheimer's, shaky hands, can't even sign a piece of paper properly, so they gotta sign the shit like this because their hand got Alzheimer's so bad they can't even write a proper fucking script, are going on stream with goddamn Pokimane and Valkyroid. Now, they probably got offered a bag to do this. That's a good reason. That's a good not reason. It's a good chance that's why they're doing this shit, because they got a fucking bag and they're probably like, hey, on my bag chasing shit, I fuck with it. But it's like, yo, we are at the point to where politicians are going to streamers. Niggas that stream on the same very website that I'm showing you, that I originally streamed this on, twitch.tv/QaptainSlander. Politicians are going on fucking Twitch to talk about politics. Now, I didn't bring this up to say this is stupid because only kids watch Twitch and da 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 da. No, that's fucking dumb. What I do want to say though is like, damn, we're at this phase of the streaming world. Nigga, Kai Cenat is making crossover collabs with McDonald's. Aiden Ross is doing streams with Trump. And Valkyrie is doing streams with Bernie Sanders. Fucking Kamala Harris is throwing concerts with Meg Thee Stallion twerking on stage. We're in a wild, I just want to like put that in the air and say like, bro, we're in a wild timeline. I would have never in a million, trillion, billion, quintillion fucking years guessed that this happened. Is this the picture or no? No. Damn, I had a picture pulled up. I don't know. Go. Shout out Mr. Beast. That nigga dropped mold. This one I want to read for shits and giggles because today I am going to be playing a couple of dead games. Like I said, Rivals of Aether is going to be DOA on release. Dead on Arrival. But I wanted to read this for shits and giggles and see what my personality, based on who I main in Rivals of Aether 2, which I haven't picked one yet, based on their week of ranked grind, will be. Okay, you pick Claren. It's a good chance I'm gonna pick Claren. You pick this character because you desire that which you do not have. Fundies. Claren players do be swinging their sword back and forth, going ah at the top of their lungs. The only way you can space is with the largest hitboxes in the game, and the only way you can confirm is if the game freezes for 5 seconds to let you react. You wish you were playing Smash Ultimate right now. Yeah, Claren does play like a broke ass Roy with 2 up Bs. I agree. You are so tricky. You outplay with everyone with how tricky you are. Everyone is a dumb masher but you. You are different. You win because your brain is ginormous. You are just too good for this world. And you always pick scissors in RPS. So I don't know what the fuck the name of this character is, but I'm sensing this is main because that's a glowing review. What the hell? Oh, no. God damn it. I didn't mean to do that. That's a glowing review. This piece of shit character. The only thing more insane than your commitment to the camp is your victim complex. By now, I'm sure Forsburn has no neutral, can't kill, can't recover, can't hit small characters. Forsburn really has it bad. You only stop camping to cash in on your stacks. Very deceptive. Now, I think people who play Forsburn genuinely play with their ass and play with their head in their ass. Because, like, this character has nothing. Like, oh, I can turn invisible. Nigga, this is not Valorant. What the fuck does a smoke screen do? If your opponent was a CPU, you wouldn't notice. The only time you play around the opponent is when they could coincidentally run in your rooms. Damn, this nigga saying all crag mains is boulder heads? For real, for real? The opponent is when they coincidentally run into your moves. Your friends talked about risk reward the other day, and just thinking about it made you nap for a week. You failed 3rd grade. God damn. I feel like if he calls you a crag player, that's like him saying the version of a black person calling another black person a hard R that ends with the R for fucking Rivals players. Jesus Cristo. You were drawn in by the David versus Goliath dynamic of a weaker character beating top tiers. Unfortunately, you picked Goliath. Even in losing matchups, this nigga is randomly one button away from winning. So he hits like a damn truck. You only play neutral until your dopamine runs out, which is pretty quick. Then the true locks emerges. So I'm hearing he's more of like a Ganondorf, punch you in the face and you instantly die type character. You play one of the most broken characters, but there's no way this is one of the most broken characters. I refuse to believe it. You play one of the most broken characters, but your brain leaks so much that you can't pilot her. Maple's toolset is so varied, but you wouldn't guess it from the relentless fishing for raps that go on in game that happened in Rivals 1 2, buddy. You're a bit late. You're a bit late. Maple's toolset is so varied, but you wouldn't guess it from the relentless fishing for raps that goes on in game. If you spend half a second not pressing a button, yo ass gonna die. Arcane. You never looked at your opponent a single time, ever. You renamed Rivals of Aether to Solitaire in your Steam because you'd rather play a single player game. Never has an Arcane won through a read, but many a time the opponent runs into the obstacle course enough for Arcane to win. Basically just making you go through a damn jungle gym. He said, hey, you want to stop playing Rivals of Aether and play fucking Super Mario? I got you. Don't worry, that was me booting on my PlayStation. You're not buggy. Your shit didn't boot on in the background. If sleep is a cousin of death, then Rano is their baby, incapable of forming awareness. A Rano player with a brain is like gathering all 5 pieces of Exodia. Fortunately, most of them are stuck in Yugi's anime deck. They said this character plays the game by going out this bitch. Yeah, that makes me feel like my shirt is wrinkly, bro. Anyway, you love winning. You mean like everybody else that plays the game? You are the edgy tryhard of your friend group. You play the baby of the 2 most toxic Smash characters ever, Falcon and Jigs. In other words, you want Rivals to die. Which kind of goes into an interesting point about what I always say about competitive people ruin a lot of games, but we're not gonna go there. If Roster ever does a wave dash, the universe implodes. Damn. He's saying this character don't even have to use the basic tools of the game because their tools are so fucking phenomenal. You are so hopelessly mid-level in whatever game you came from, but you could mash. Time to tap into that strength and turn it up to 12 with your new main. After 2 years of contesting the Mario Party Domination World Record, you're finally ready to play the most technical character ever. I was just reading that for shits and giggles because I'm gonna play that today. But yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna